Hi everyone, this is Sushmita and you're watching me on Sushmita's Diaries. Extreme hair fall is a major concern that women face after childbirth, so much so that some new moms even choose to cut their hair short to avoid the hassle. But today I'm going to share a traditional recipe which has been very popular in northern India for centuries and does the job of hair fortification and regrowth after childbirth. It not just controls hair fall but also heals and detoxes the uterus, helps strengthen the bones that usually become very weak post delivery. In UP and Bihar, we call it Sitora. So basically, Sitora is a highly nutritious and high protein laddus meant for new moms. And not just new moms, anyone can have them for healthy hair, skin, and nails, and also for managing a healthy weight. So back in the day when I delivered my daughter, my mom prepared them in bulk for me and I had them for several weeks. It really helped in controlling hair fall and strengthen my bones. आप इस वीडियो को हिंदी में भी देख सकते हैं मेरे हिंदी चैनल पर, लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मिल जाएगी. So let's quickly have a look at the ingredients. First, we need melon seeds. I'm going to link all the ingredients in the description box just in case if you don't get them at your local grocery store or any supermarkets. Melon seeds are known as magas in Hindi. They are a great source of selenium. Selenium fortifies the hair and makes it shiny. Melon seeds are widely used in dessert preparations, sweet preparations. Next up is my favorite ingredient, which is flaxseed. I use flaxseed for healthy hair, be it freshly prepared flaxseed gel at home or consuming roasted flax seeds. This is a great source of omega-3 and 6 fatty acids and reverses hair damage done by excessive coloring or chemical treatments. This one is a crucial ingredient in this recipe, so please do not skip it. Flaxseed does wonders for postpartum hair loss by strengthening the hair follicles. Next, we need poppy seeds, also known as khaskhas or poshtadana in most North Indian languages. This is a powerhouse of energy that heals and strengthens the body from within, and it also increases the breast milk secretion that you need for your newborn. The fourth ingredient is sesame seeds. Here I'm using the white sesame seed, but you can also mix the black and white ones together and use. Sesame seeds are oily in nature and are full of good fats, omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids that work wonders for hair, skin, nails, and bones. Til oil or til seeds find a special mention in ancient Ayurvedic and Vedic texts for their health and beauty benefits. Now, this ingredient is a super essential one and should not be missed at any cost. This is edible gum, which is widely used in Ayurvedic medicines and preparing food that are meant for instant energy and healthy weight gain. In India, it is also known as gond or dink because I've seen people in Gujarat and Maharashtra calling it dink. This helps with increasing the quality of breast milk the mother secretes for the newborn, and also it is very good for bone and dental health because women tend to lose calcium from their bodies after childbirth. So this basically is going to strengthen your teeth and your bone, which is made of calcium, by fortifying them. Gond laddus are specially recommended for those who have low energy levels or who are recovering from any kind of illness or surgery. Now let's have a look at the dry fruit mix. I'm using cashews, raisins, almonds, makhana, and dry variety of the dates, also known as chohara. This dry fruit mix supplies essential nutrients to the scalp and helps with hair follicles regain their lost strength. Especially dry dates work wonderfully for postpartum health and beauty concerns. They revitalize the uterus by flushing out toxins and triggers the hormone that are responsible for making breast milk. I know the ingredient list is a little long, but trust me, all of these items play a crucial role in postpartum recovery. The next item that we need is dry grated coconut. You can also use the ready-made grated coconut available at the stores, but what I did, I have grated a dry coconut at home. When freshly grated, the coconut releases healthy oils and fats that are great for skin and hair. Also, coconut is high in omega-3 and 6 fatty acids and also helps in bone, joint, and muscle health. Now, after this, let's quickly have a look at the powdered ingredients that we need. First up is dry ginger powder, also known as sont in Hindi. This ingredient is where these laddus derive their name from, sont and sitora. See, now it makes all the sense. Sont has huge importance in managing postpartum healing. Dry ginger powder boosts immunity, balances hormones, regulate menstruation, detoxes the uterus and other reproductive organs. It enhances the quality and the quantity of breast milk. It triggers blood circulation in the body and the scalp, which consequently leads to healthy hair growth. This also improves digestion and protects from cold, cough, and flu. I personally find it very funny when people avoid sont in traditional cuisines but would visit fancy cafes and bakeries for those British ginger shortbreads, ginger cakes, and cookies. How ridiculous is that? Then we have turmeric powder. Turmeric has antibacterial and antifungal properties. Everybody knows that. Basically, turmeric boosts your immunity, flushes out toxins from the body, and manages thyroid and PCOD as well. Next, we need whole wheat. This is full of wheat bran. So try and use the wheat which is not too refined. And at the last, we need some organic jaggery or desi gur. I have this desi gur from villages of interior Maharashtra. Even if you get some solid gur blocks and crush them like so. So after we have checked all the ingredients, let's begin with the process of roasting them. Please use a heavy bottom pan like so for proper and uniform roasting. First, let's dry roast the flax seeds on medium heat. After 3 to 4 minutes, this starts turning fluffy and crunchy. The color also begins to turn darker. Don't over roast this or it'll taste bitter later in the laddu. So it took me close to 8 minutes to roast it properly. Similarly, dry roast sesame seeds as well. After dry roasting these, now let's pour some ghee and roast the edible gum. In traditional recipes, ghee is used generously, and these laddus, when made in ample ghee, turn out to be very beneficial and effective for postpartum recovery. After a few minutes, the gum begins fluffing up like popcorn. Keep roasting till it begins to look like caramel popcorn. On being fully cooked, the gum turns crispy and lightweight. Let's take it out in a bowl and let it cool. Again, using some ghee to lightly roast the grated dry coconut as well. Several women complain of body pain and weak teeth post delivery. So, consuming all these nuts and seeds that are high in natural oils relieve the body and joint pain. And don't forget that coconut is also a nut. So, basically, we are roasting it all to dehydrate the ingredients. The drier the ingredients, the better shelf life the laddus will have. However, do not over roast it and stop when coconut turns slightly golden. Using some more ghee to roast makhana. Be patient with makhana because it takes time to turn crunchy from within. If not done properly, the makhana remains very chewy at the center. Did you know that foxnut is a beautiful source of protein and is advised to be consumed as a snack instead of a deep fried packaged munchies? Now let's pour some more ghee for roasting almonds, cashews and raisins. Roast them very lightly for say 2 to 3 minutes only to get rid of the moisture. Guys, I'm showing everything step by step, even the roasting part. Next up we have melon seeds. They are very delicate, so be careful. You do not have to burn them. Now let's pour some ghee and roast the wheat flour as well. In most Indian households, Panjiri Prasad is prepared on the occasion of puja or any festival by roasting rava or wheat flour. The same process has to be followed here as well. Keep stirring occasionally till the wheat flour turns slightly golden like so. Make sure that the wheat remains slightly moist with ghee because later this will help in binding the laddus better. Now roasting dry ginger powder and turmeric similarly in ghee. Here I would like to share a tip. It is very important for powdered ingredients to remain slightly moist with ghee. It will really help with quickly binding the laddus later. If the powdered ingredients remain too dry, then it would be very difficult to shape the laddus later. So here we have all the ingredients ready, guys. Now let's grind them all and proceed further with the process. First, begin with grinding the flaxseed. Since we have roasted this really nicely, it gets powdered within a matter of seconds. However, you do not have to grind it too fine. Even grinding the edible gum in a coarse powder, this basically enhances the crunch in laddus. It is super important to roast the gum properly in ghee or the gum would stick together and won't grind properly. Now we have ground all the ingredients. Now let's add the roasted wheat flour, the dry ginger powder and turmeric as well. And to this I'm going to add the jaggery, the desi gur that I have with me. Before mixing it all together and binding the laddus, make sure that your hands are thoroughly clean, and at any point in time, if you feel that the powder is too dry or if you're facing difficulties in binding, then add a few tablespoons of ghee to moisten up the mixture, and then it will be very easy for you to shape the laddus. The freshly roasted and ground nuts release their own oil as well. You can make small or medium sized laddus as per your preference. With this much quantity of the mixture that we have here, you can easily get over 50 laddus. And if stored properly in an airtight container and away from direct sunlight, they would last you for close to 2 months. And as I mentioned earlier, anyone can consume them. My daughter, who's now 6 years old, she loves these and often asks me to pack these in her lunch box as well. In winter season, 2 laddus in a day is a great idea. However, in summers, just one should be enough. So guys, do try this recipe out. I'm sure you would love it, and share this video with a new mom that you know. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell icon, and I will see you all very soon. Till then, bye and take care.